In 2025, the world of travel has changed. People are no longer chasing crowded resorts or cheap weekend escapes. They are searching for purity, calmness, and a destination that still feels like paradise. That is why everyone seems to be falling in love with the Bahamas. This video is about understanding exactly what makes the Bahamas one of the cleanest, safest, and most prestigious island destinations on Earth, and why this is the year everyone is putting it at the top of their travel list. The Bahamas isn't just a group of islands on the map. It's a collection of over 700 pieces of land floating in the Atlantic, each with a personality of its own. Yet what unites them all is a level of cleanliness and beauty that is hard to describe. The beaches here are more than white, they're spotless. The ocean is so clear that boats seem to glide through glass. And this isn't by accident. Bahamians take pride in keeping their home pristine. Environmental care isn't a campaign here, it's a way of life. Locals often say the ocean is their soul, and they treat it with that level of respect. You see it everywhere, no litter, no chaos, just turquoise water meeting fine, soft sand. Cable Beach in Nassau is one of those places that shows what the Bahamas is all about. Stretching across several miles, it's not just known for its resorts and calm waters but for how clean it is at any hour of the day. In 2025, it continues to rank among the top beaches in the entire Atlantic region, not just because it's beautiful but because it feels untouched, almost perfectly maintained. You'll see locals walking their dogs, families sitting by the water, and tourists floating in peace, all sharing the same spotless shore. Then there's Pink Sands Beach on Harbour Island, a masterpiece of nature. The sand isn't dyed or imported, its color comes naturally from crushed coral and shells, giving it that famous rosy tone. Travelers often describe it as the most Instagram-perfect beach in the world, but what they really mean is that it feels unreal in its simplicity. It's clean, soft, quiet, and stretches endlessly under the Caribbean sun. Places like this make the Bahamas stand out in 2025. They remind people what natural beauty truly means. But beauty alone isn't what draws millions here. It's the feeling of safety. The Bahamas is one of the few island nations where you can explore freely without constant worry. Whether you're in downtown Nassau, strolling through Marina Village, or exploring the smaller islands, you notice how peaceful it feels. Streets are clean, public areas are well lit, and people are naturally welcoming. The local police presence is calm and reassuring, not intimidating. For travelers who have experienced the stress of unsafe destinations, the Bahamas offers a rare kind of peace, the kind where you can walk at night by the ocean and feel completely at ease. And that safety translates directly into freedom. Freedom to move around, freedom to explore, and freedom to relax. You don't have to constantly guard your belongings or second-guess where you're going. You can rent a scooter, visit a local market, or take a water taxi between islands without stress. That sense of freedom is what makes travel here so refreshing. It's luxury without the walls, comfort without the worry, and adventure without the risk. This is also what gives the Bahamas its prestige. Not just financial luxury, but emotional luxury, the comfort of peace, order, and beauty. Resorts like Atlantis Paradise Island, Bahamas, and the Ocean Club represent the high end of island living, but what makes them special isn't only their 5-star facilities. It's their balance with nature. Each of these resorts keeps its surroundings as natural and clean as possible. You can step out of a world-class suite and in seconds, your feet are in crystal clear water. That blend of sophistication and simplicity has made the Bahamas one of the most desired travel experiences in 2025. Even those who visit for the first time talk about how safe it feels to meet locals, how easy it is to communicate, and how friendly everyone is. English being the official language makes everything smoother, from ordering local food to asking for directions. And speaking of food, Bahamian cuisine is an experience in itself. From fresh conch salad by the seaside to grilled lobster and Bahamian rockfish, the food here reflects the island's richness. It's clean, flavorful, and served with genuine warmth. The Bahamas also stands out for how organized its tourism system is. The airports are modern, transportation is reliable, and even small ferries connecting the islands operate with punctuality. For travelers in 2025, this matters more than ever. People want destinations that are not just beautiful, but functional. The Bahamas delivers both, combining Caribbean charm with first-world efficiency. And when it comes to activities, this is where the country shines brightest. Whether you're into relaxation or adventure, the options are endless. You can snorkel through the Andros Barrier Reef, the third largest barrier reef in the world, and witness underwater life in the clearest water you'll ever see. Visit Exuma Keys and swim with the world-famous pigs, one of the most unique experiences in the Caribbean. Take a day trip to Nassau's Clifton Heritage National Park, where history and nature meet in perfect balance. Explore Lukiang National Park in Grand Bahama, home to one of the longest underwater cave systems on Earth. For those seeking relaxation, there are dozens of private beaches and boutique resorts scattered across the islands where you can disconnect completely and hear nothing but the sound of waves. But it's not just about places, it's about the feeling they give you. The Bahamas has mastered the art of calm. The ocean isn't loud here. The streets aren't overcrowded. Even the busiest spots feel organized and welcoming. That's why travelers who come once usually return again. The experience doesn't just end when you leave, it stays with you. In 2025, when most of the world feels fast and noisy, the Bahamas offers something rare, silence that feels luxurious. It's this combination, pristine beaches, safety, prestige, and warm culture, that makes the Bahamas the place everyone should visit in 2025. Whether you're searching for peace, natural beauty, or a touch of luxury, this island nation delivers all of it without losing its authenticity. In a world full of destinations fighting for attention, the Bahamas doesn't shout, it simply shines. The beauty of the Bahamas doesn't end at the resorts or postcard beaches. What truly sets it apart is how every island carries its own rhythm, its own charm, and its own reason to visit. Nassau may be the heart of tourism, but beyond it lies a chain of islands that feel untouched by time. The Exumas, Eleuthera, Long Island, and Andros, each of these names holds a different story, yet together they define what the Bahamas truly represents: peaceful diversity. Travelers who take the time to explore beyond the capital often say they discover the real Bahamas, a place where the water turns from blue to glowing turquoise, and the sound of waves replaces the sound of traffic. It's not just travel, it's escape in its purest form. The Exumas, for example, are more than a famous Instagram destination. They're an archipelago of over 360 keys, where each turn reveals a piece of paradise. The sandbars stretch endlessly, and the water is so clear that even the shadows of stingrays glide visibly beneath the surface. Here, the most famous residents aren't humans but pigs, the swimming pigs of Big Ma Jaw Key. What started as a local curiosity has become one of the world's most unique travel experiences. Tourists from around the globe now come to feed and swim with these friendly animals, turning a simple island into a must-see phenomenon. But the beauty of the Exumas goes far beyond its fame. It's about how clean and natural everything feels, as if no one has dared to spoil its perfection. Then there's Eleuthera, a long, narrow island known for its pink sand beaches and peaceful villages. It's the kind of place people visit once and never forget. There are no skyscrapers or heavy crowds, just open air and long coastlines. In 2025, it's gaining attention for being one of the most eco-friendly islands in the region, where locals rely heavily on solar power and sustainable tourism. Travelers who come here often talk about how calm it feels. You can walk for miles and see no one, yet feel completely safe. That's the rare balance that makes the Bahamas different from other tropical destinations. It doesn't try to overwhelm you with activity, it lets you breathe, it gives you space, and it rewards you with peace. Andros Island, on the other hand, offers something for explorers. It's home to blue holes, mangroves, and vast natural reserves. Divers call it one of the best underwater destinations in the world because of its crystal-clear visibility and thriving marine life. It's also where you find one of the largest barrier reefs on Earth, the Andros Barrier Reef. For nature lovers, this is heaven. The island promotes sustainable exploration, where every diving site and eco-lodge respects the environment. Even the smallest resorts here are built with a sense of balance, no heavy construction, no overdevelopment, just simple comfort surrounded by untouched nature. It's these quiet, preserved places that keep the Bahamas pure, showing that luxury can coexist with simplicity. The Grand Bahama Island is the face of convenience and accessibility. It's where you get the energy of a developed city combined with the calm of island life. The streets are clean, transportation is easy, and attractions like Lukiang National Park remind you how much natural history lies beneath these islands. Inside the park, there's one of the world's largest underwater cave systems, a reminder that the Bahamas' beauty isn't just on the surface. For visitors in 2025, it's one of the best spots for both relaxation and exploration, blending beaches, caves, and culture seamlessly. Safety and order are noticeable everywhere. You'll rarely find chaos, and you'll often find kindness. In Nassau, locals greet visitors with warmth that feels genuine, not forced or commercialized. The country's tourism system runs on respect. The people know the value of visitors and protect that experience. It's common to see travelers walking late at night by the marina, shopping at local night markets, or listening to live music in open-air bars without any sign of discomfort or fear. The feeling of safety isn't created through walls or guards, it's created through trust and community. That's what makes it different. That's what keeps people coming back. Food in the Bahamas is also a part of its identity. Street vendors sell conch salad so fresh it's prepared right in front of you, mixed with lime juice, onions, and a touch of spice. Beach restaurants serve grilled lobster and local fish that taste like the ocean itself. Dining here feels clean and authentic, whether you're sitting at a luxury resort or a small family-owned shack by the sea. Everything ties back to the same thing, freshness and pride. Bahamians are proud of their food, proud of their land, and proud of how they welcome guests. In 2025, the Bahamas continues to lead as one of the cleanest and most desirable travel destinations on the planet because it has learned how to balance preservation with progress. New eco-resorts are being built with strict environmental standards, cruise arrivals are more controlled to avoid overcrowding, and the government actively promotes cleanup initiatives across all islands. These small steps maintain the very thing that makes the Bahamas special, its purity. While many destinations lose their natural charm to development, the Bahamas grows smarter without losing itself. This isn't a country rushing to modernize at the cost of its soul. It's a country that modernizes around its soul. Every building, every resort, every beach bar seems designed with the same goal, to exist in harmony with nature. And that's what visitors feel the moment they land, that connection between man and sea, between comfort and simplicity. The Bahamas, more than any other island nation, has mastered this balance, making it one of the few places in the world where beauty and order exist naturally together. What truly makes the Bahamas special in 2025 is how it offers something for every kind of traveler, the adventurer, the dreamer, the family vacationer, and even those who simply want to escape reality. It's not just another tropical destination, it's an entire collection of worlds within one nation. Every island tells a different story, and every traveler leaves with a different memory. From the moment you step onto Bahamian soil, there's a sense of clarity, the air feels cleaner, the water looks brighter, and the world suddenly slows down. The beaches stretch endlessly, not crowded or noisy, just calm. The sound of the ocean doesn't compete with traffic or vendors, it exists in harmony with everything around it. This is the kind of peace that money can buy, but the Bahamas freely gives. One of the most defining qualities of the Bahamas is how well it preserves its natural beauty. Even as global tourism continues to grow, the islands maintain a level of cleanliness and order that sets a new standard for the region. Beach cleanup initiatives, coral protection programs, and ecotourism efforts have all become part of daily life. Locals participate willingly, not out of obligation but out of pride. The ocean is their livelihood, and they protect it like family. The results speak for themselves, the water clarity is unmatched, the sands remain soft and white, and marine life thrives just below the surface. Travelers who dive, snorkel, or simply swim here often say they've never seen anything so pure. It's not artificial beauty, it's real, unfiltered nature, protected and preserved by the people who live here. And then there's the lifestyle, elegant but unpretentious. You can start your morning at a 5-star resort like the Ocean Club, where breakfast is served beside the sea with nothing but horizon in sight, and by afternoon you're walking through a local market, tasting handmade pastries and fresh fruit. The Bahamas blend sophistication and simplicity effortlessly. You can go from fine dining to barefoot beach walks without ever feeling out of place. That's the secret behind its charm. It's luxurious but never arrogant, beautiful but never forced. It feels human, comfortable, and sincere. If you're planning to visit in 2025, there are a few experiences that define the Bahamian dream. The first is a visit to Paradise Island, home to the world-famous Atlantis Resort and Marina Village. Beyond its name, it truly feels like paradise. You can explore massive aquariums filled with marine life, slide through water parks that overlook the ocean, or simply walk through the marina, surrounded by yachts and gentle sea breezes. For those who love photography or cinematic visuals, it's one of the most photogenic places in the entire Caribbean region. Next is a trip to Exuma Keys, where you can swim with pigs, snorkel through sandbars, and see shades of blue you never imagined existed. Many travelers call it the most beautiful water in the world, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Every corner looks like a painting, and it's not edited, not enhanced, just naturally perfect. Then there's Harbour Island, with its famous pink sands beach, the kind of beach that makes you forget what stress even feels like. You can spend the entire day there without realizing time is passing, and when the sun sets, the entire sky turns to shades of gold and rose that reflect off the sand in a way that feels surreal. For those looking to explore culture and history, Nassau is where the Bahamas comes alive. Visit the Queen's Staircase, explore Fort Charlotte, or walk through Bay Street, the heart of Bahamian life. You'll find a mix of colonial history, modern art, and island music blending together in a way that feels alive. The local markets are filled with handmade crafts, wood carvings, and jewelry made from local shells. The people are warm, talkative, and full of stories. Spend even a few minutes with them, and you'll feel the heartbeat of the country, proud, joyful, and welcoming. Adventure seekers will find their paradise in Andros and Grand Bahama. These islands offer world-class diving spots, blue holes, and endless hiking trails. You can explore the Lukayang National Park or dive into Dean's Blue Hole, one of the deepest underwater sinkholes on Earth. Nature lovers will find themselves surrounded by mangroves, tropical birds, and coral reefs teeming with life. Every outdoor activity in the Bahamas comes with a sense of peace. Even adventure here feels calm, clean, and safe. But the beauty of the Bahamas goes beyond what the eye can see. It's in the rhythm of life, the gentle pace, the kindness of strangers, the respect for nature, and the balance between progress and preservation. In a time where most destinations chase modernization, the Bahamas reminds the world that true progress is keeping what makes you pure. It's not about being the newest or flashiest, it's about being real, consistent, and timeless. That's what makes it stand out in 2025. Every traveler who visits leaves with the same realization that the Bahamas isn't just a place to see, it's a place to feel. It teaches you to slow down, to notice the sound of waves again, to walk barefoot on sand that's cleaner than city streets, to swim in water so transparent it feels like air. It's a place that proves paradise can exist not as a fantasy, but as reality, carefully protected by the people who call it home. So, why should everyone visit the Bahamas in 2025? Because it represents everything the modern traveler is searching for: safety, cleanliness, authenticity, and peace. It's a reminder that there are still places in the world that haven't been spoiled by time or greed. Places where you can feel free, alive, and connected to nature again. In the end, the Bahamas isn't just a destination. It's a promise of beauty preserved, of peace maintained, and of paradise that still belongs to the earth.